Good day, everybody, and what's up? Welcome to the podcast for Selfless Sex and She Comes First. I'm Dr. Nick. Today is August the 23rd, and I hope everyone out there is having a great day. And as usual, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there who listened to last week's podcast and to last week's PSA. They seem to do pretty well, so I do appreciate it, and thank you for coming back again this week. So today, I want to try to answer that age-old question. Why do men cheat? And I was listening to another podcast where they mentioned that this topic was discussed pretty well in an old GQ article from a few years ago. So I read the article, it's pretty interesting, and I really would like to hear what you guys think about this. So let's talk about that today. To get this podcast started, the article pretty much asked the question, why do men cheat? And some of the more basic and easy answers are, it's just a part of what we do. It's baked into our psyche. And then at the same time, boys will be boys. But then at the same time, we have Katie Moyle, who is a therapist. She says, the reasons for infidelity are varied and quite unique to the situation, individual, or couple. However, there may be other factors at play that influence the decision to act on the desire to cheat or motivate that person to take that step to stray. One reason given why men cheat is because they want to get out of their current relationship. So in other words, these men are just acting out in a way that they actually may want to get caught or get found out. And in some circumstances, these men may be sloppy in their cheating, leave signs here and there, and in other circumstances, they may actually start to throw it in their partner's face, which is very shitty. But for them, they may feel that it's easier for them just to cheat and get caught and end it that way versus having to sit down with their partner and explain what's going on, what they're feeling, and why they want to get out of it. To continue, men of today have more opportunities to cheat. And when you add technology into this conversation, it's just that much easier. And what I mean by technology, I'm talking about the internet and cell phones. So for example, you can go on an app like Tinder or on Ashley Madison and make it known to many women out there that you are open and ready to mingle and cheat. And it may not even matter to the other person. And then at the same time, due to technology, there are different forms of cheating. So in other words, you can send spicy texts back and forth to some other person or sexting. You can send pictures back and forth. You can FaceTime back and forth. And at the same time, you may never even meet this person face to face to have physical intercourse or physical interactions in whatever form. But due to technology, men have more opportunities to cheat than ever before. In my opinion, this next element I am going to mention could be a very important factor when it comes to men's cheating. Why do men cheat? It's a boost to their ego. So hear me out. Let's say things are going fine at home and there are very few problems. Just the fact that someone else found him attractive could be that tipping point which may lead him to cheat. So for example, let's say he's at work or something like that, and he's an older male with gray hair here and there. And a younger woman catches his eye, and she may even flirt with him, and she may be open to doing this and that. And next thing you know, that this and that turns into full-blown cheating. And at the same time, it sends him a message saying, you know what? I still got it. I can still get women. So when men cheat, it could be a very good ego boost for them. Men will cheat if they feel that something is lacking at home. So in other words, back when you first got together, you were able to spend all this time together and have a good time, and the sex was hot and heavy. And then, for whatever reason, things seem to taper off, and life happens, and you got really busy because we all lead very busy lives nowadays. So, he's not getting the attention he once was getting early on, and he may start looking for someone to fill that void. And once he finds that person, now he's cheating. And I cannot say I agree with this or disagree. This could be one of the major factors which leads men to cheat. One of the more interesting reasons given for men cheating is that men think that's just what we do. It's like we can't control ourselves. Since we like to think about sex every 7 seconds, we're supposed to go out and see the world and sow our wild oats all over the place, here and there in Europe, Africa, or whatever, and just have a good time like it's some sort of badge of honor. But my question is, how many guys actually think that way? Because that's kind of like old school, some 1950s, 1960s Mad Men type of concept. But maybe there is a certain population of men out there who believe, I'm just going to cheat. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. And finally, why do men cheat? Well, there seems to be a population of men out there who tend to believe the grass is always greener on the other side. And maybe you've seen this yourself, even in your personal life or with celebrities, where there's a couple there and they're married and they've been together for a while and she's the full package, but later on it comes out that he cheated with Miss So-and-so, and you're wondering, like, what the hell is going on here? What's he thinking? So apparently he left the Garden of Eden, hopped over the bush, and ended up in this barren desert because now his family life is messed up, his name is being dragged through the mud and whatever. But apparently that didn't seem to matter. Why? Because boys will be boys. So in closing, that's just a few of the reasons given why men cheat in this GQ article written a few years ago. But let me say this. I truly believe that it's not just one factor that will make a man cheat. And if you start adding them together, you may have problems. For example, let's say things are not going well at home and he's feeling kind of down and he may want to get out of his relationship that he's currently in. So then he may start to wonder what's on the other side of the fence. You see what I'm saying? So it may not be just one element, or for some guys, it could be just that one thing and boom, they're gone. They're cheating. But for many men out there, especially if they're older and they have more time invested in their relationship, it may take more factors for them to cheat. And at the same time, many men have been presented in this same situation and they didn't cheat. So personally, I would like to talk to them to find out, even things were kind of rough for you and you had opportunities to cheat, why didn't you cheat? That would be a very nice article to read. So GQ, go get that article. So on that note, I'm out. You guys have a great day. Stay tuned.